Being pursued by a lion is one of the most intense fears any prey can face in the wild. Even more daunting is when an entire pride closes in together. They rely on strength, speed, and coordination to push their target to the edge of survival. Even other predators remain cautious when lions step into a confrontation. In this untamed world, who truly holds dominance? Across the natural world, the cat family stands among the most formidable predators. They possess stealth, sharp claws, and a precise ambush instinct. But lions are different, as they do not rely solely on individual strength. They are the only big cats that live in groups, capable of turning alliances into a strategic advantage. This collective power places lions in a unique position within the wild. In the wild, hyenas are not simply scavengers, but resilient and capable hunters. With a bite force reaching around 1,000 pounds per square inch, they can process tough portions of an animal remains that many other species leave behind. Yet, what makes them formidable rivals to lions is not just jaw strength, but patience, numbers, and an ability to read situations. Across the savanna, the relationship between the two resembles a tense game of strategy. When a young lion becomes separated from its group, hyenas often track from a distance, observing every reaction. They move in arcs, spread across multiple angles, and apply steady pressure, forcing the lion to constantly adjust and maintain safe space. In these moments, the composure of the so-called ruler of the plains is tested most clearly. The tension intensifies when hyenas detect that a lion has just secured a meal. If only lionesses are present, the encounter may stretch into a prolonged standoff. But when a male lion arrives, the balance often shifts quickly. With explosive power and short bursts of speed, reaching about 35 miles per hour, he can surge into openings between the formation, disrupt the advancing rhythm of the hyenas, and secure what remains of the meal. Hyenas continually challenge the boundaries of a lion's authority. But in nature, dominance is never a fixed gift. It is a position that must be reinforced day after day. If the lion is a symbol of power, then the rhinoceros stands as an armored fortress of the grasslands. An adult can weigh over 3,000 pounds, equipped with thick skin and forward horns that make any opponent cautious at close range. Although its vision is limited, the rhinoceros relies on highly developed smell and hearing, allowing it to detect danger before distance becomes a disadvantage. For that reason, lions rarely choose to confront a fully grown rhinoceros. A sudden turn of the body, a quick change of direction, or a forward charge with horns reaching nearly 3 feet is often enough to force a predator to withdraw. With the ability to accelerate to nearly 30 miles per hour over short distances, the rhinoceros turns any miscalculation into significant risk. When it comes to a calf, an opportunity only appears if the protective distance is broken. A pride of lions may spread out, applying pressure from multiple directions to widen the gap between mother and young. If the calf falls out of sync and lags behind, the advantage begins to shift toward the hunting group. Even so, success remains extremely rare, under 5% in these exceptional situations. But when it does occur, the large energy gain can sustain the lions for several days. In this environment, survival is not always about victory, but about knowing when to step back before a formidable opponent. Across the plains of East and Southern Africa, African wild dogs are among the most efficient hunters of the savanna. Their bodies weigh only around 80 pounds, but large radar-like ears and long legs help them stay connected as the pack spreads out across many miles. A hunt can reach a success rate of more than 60%, because each individual understands exactly where it belongs within the formation. That efficiency makes it impossible for lions to see them as mere passers-by. Both species hunt antelope, young zebras, and many small hoofed animals, so every prey animal on the savanna can become the starting point of conflict. When wild dogs spread out around a feeding area, lions often respond to defend territory and food resources. The atmosphere grows heavy with tension when a male lion weighing around 420 pounds decides to end the disturbance. Without hesitation, he surges forward with weight and authority, disrupting the movement rhythm of the opposing pack. In that moment, order is re-established. The lion does not pursue for food, but to control territory and reduce competitive pressure around his resources. When the wild dog pack is forced to withdraw, quiet returns to the grassland. On the savanna, power is not only about securing prey, but also about protecting the space needed to survive. Elephants are symbols of strength, memory, and family unity. An adult can weigh more than 10,000 pounds, with a flexible trunk, broad ears, and a powerful ability to protect the herd. Against such strength, lions do not choose direct confrontation, but wait for an opening in the formation. The hunt usually begins only when a calf, or an old and weakened individual, becomes separated from the herd's protection. Lions move low through the grass, circling from different directions and applying pressure to disrupt movement. They do not rush in, but steadily close the distance, forcing the target into confusion before the elephant herd can turn back. In the stillness of night, even one small misstep can place a young elephant in danger. As the dark, golden shapes draw closer, the savanna seems to hold its breath. The small individual becomes isolated, while the lion pride uses every moment to maintain its advantage. Hunting elephants is a severe test of timing. If successful, the pride gains a large source of energy for several days. But such an opportunity is extremely rare, because even one small mistake can change the direction of the hunt. In nature, leopards also belong to the big cat group, but their greatest difference from lions is their solitary lifestyle. Weighing more than 100 pounds, a leopard relies on speed, reflexes, and masterful climbing ability to survive within high-pressure territories. It can pull prey onto branches more than 20 feet above the ground, turning the treetops into a temporary place to store energy. But when lions appear, that advantage is no longer absolute. Lions and leopards rarely live in peace. They compete for food, territory, and space to raise their young. Leopards can pose a threat to lion cubs, while lions often view leopards as rivals that must be pushed away from important areas. When a lion detects a leopard, the encounter usually unfolds very quickly. The leopard rarely faces it directly. It accelerates, changes direction sharply, and tries to climb higher to maintain a safe distance. Within seconds, the spotted body can disappear among the branches, where claws and balance become its final layer of defense. But even in the trees, the leopard is not completely safe. Young lions sometimes attempt to climb up and contest food hidden above. If surrounded by the pride, the leopard usually waits for an opening and withdraws. This is the line between the power of the group and the art of solitary survival. In the heart of the savanna, the African buffalo stands like a moving, living fortress. With wide, curved horns, thick skin, and a solid body weighing around 1,500 pounds, it is one of the most dangerous prey animals for lions. In some areas, buffalo can make up more than 1/3 of a lion's diet, especially among adult male lions. Unlike prey animals whose formations break apart easily, buffalo have a powerful herd spirit. When facing danger, they tighten their formation, shield weaker individuals in the center, and point their horns outward like a living defensive wall. This unity forces the lion pride to avoid direct confrontation. They move low through the grass, circle from multiple directions, and patiently wait for one individual to fall out of rhythm. The hunting moment truly opens only when the target separates from the herd's protection. At short range, a lion can burst forward at around 35 miles per hour, closing in quickly to gain an advantage before the buffalo can return to formation. But every step carries risk, because one strong reaction from the buffalo can shift the direction of the hunt. In nature, buffalo are an energy-rich reward, but never a safe choice. A lion hunt often succeeds less than 30% of the time, and buffalo only truly lose their advantage when separated from the herd or pushed into unfavorable terrain. This proves that a lion's strength is fearsome, but the unity of the buffalo is the final wall. Beneath the ocean, a shadow glides past, and the balance shifts in an instant. It uses speed to close the distance, intelligence to pressure, and coordination to contain its target. Each move is controlled, precise, and strong enough to unsettle even other predators. When the Orca fully commits, which creature can truly stand its ground? Along the Patagonian coast, the sandy shore is not simply a place of rest, but a fragile line between calm and danger. Here, sea lions weighing hundreds of pounds lie close together, enjoying the stillness after hours of hunting in cold water. But farther offshore, the ocean's top hunters quietly study the tidal cycle with the precision of a mathematician. When the tide reaches its peak, an orca suddenly surges to around 30 miles per hour, borrowing energy from the waves to perform a technique known as intentional stranding. Rather than charging in blindly, it targets the sea lion's exposed position, using a bite force measured in the thousands of pounds to gain control. One powerful twist of the body is enough to overwhelm the sea lion before the orca uses the pull of the retreating surf to slide its massive 12,000-pound body back into the ocean. But Patagonia is not defined only by encounters at the water's edge. Farther offshore, where sea lions spread out to feed, a different kind of battlefield takes shape. Under the guidance of an experienced female leader, young orcas learn how to track direction, cut off retreat, and separate one individual from the group. There, each pursuit is not only a search for food, but also a lesson in survival. In that way, the ocean always belongs to those who are not only powerful, but also able to pass strategy from one generation to the next. Across the open sea, dolphins have long been seen as symbols of speed and intelligence. Their streamlined bodies, bursts of more than 20 miles per hour, and lightning-fast changes in direction make them stand out across the moving surface. They hold formation through refined sound signals, moving as if every distance has already been measured. In the wild, they are both graceful and sharp, perceptive enough to keep pace with the rhythm of the sea. But in the Pacific, even a large dolphin pod numbering nearly 1,000 individuals cannot always keep control. When orcas appear, the balance shifts almost instantly. They deploy a pincer formation with cold, precise coordination. One group keeps pressure from behind, forcing the dolphins to change direction again and again as the formation gradually stretches apart. The other group circles ahead, sealing off the escape route. The moment one individual falls out of sync with the shared shield, the advantage immediately shifts to the side with better organization. Inside the tightening ring, one well-timed move, delivering force measured in tens of thousands of pounds force, is enough to send a dolphin surging out of the water in a burst of impact. That encounter shows that speed has never been an absolute advantage. Collective intelligence is what ultimately shapes the balance. And the orca stands as a master strategist. Across the vast oceans of the southern hemisphere, the humpback whale stands as a symbol of enduring strength and deep protective instinct. With pectoral fins stretching up to about 16 feet, it carries a form that appears both immense and calm in the open sea. Yet even that steadiness is constantly tested by the orca, a predator known for close coordination and rare patience. In Australian waters, this is not simply an encounter, but a harsh trial of endurance. Rather than attacking the mother whale, which weighs many tons, the orca pod maintains a flexible formation, constantly shifting position to isolate the calf. Most unsettling is the way it turns maternal instinct into a point of pressure. One orca may mimic the motion of lifting the calf toward the surface, the same movement the mother uses to help it breathe. Just a few inches of mistimed response can draw the young whale away from the shelter of those massive pectoral fins. After hours of resisting relentless pressure, once the mother begins to lose the ability to shield the calf, the encounter turns decisively in the pod's favor. Against that frigid backdrop, with the fading echo of humpback song in the distance, the ocean seems to whisper a harsh truth. In the dance of survival, even those who reach out to protect can still fall behind by a single breath. The orca is an intelligent marine mammal that stands at the top of the ocean's food chain. Although often called a whale, it is actually the largest member of the dolphin family. Its strength lies not only in physical power, but in highly precise coordination. Each pod develops its own hunting strategies and communication signals, passed down through generations. In the cold expanse of the ocean, the orca stands as a symbol of intelligence and adaptability. The great white shark has long been a symbol of quiet strength in cold seas. Reaching nearly 20 feet in length and delivering an estimated bite force of around 4,000 pounds force, this predator is known for ambushes from below, rising with sudden speed to control seals near the surface. In a world defined by timing and precision, it has few true rivals. But today, the hunter finds itself under pressure. From the depths, orcas appear and quickly close their formation. They do not rush in head-on. Instead, they approach from blind angles, cutting off movement and pushing the shark out of rhythm. A single, well-timed impact can roll the shark over, placing it into a temporary state known as tonic immobility. For the orca, this is not a display of force, but a matter of survival. The shark's oil-rich liver provides a dense source of energy in cold waters. Here, the final advantage does not belong to sharper teeth, but to the one that turns collective intelligence into a decisive edge. And that is why the orca is often seen as the true ruler of the ocean. In the deep, quiet ocean, a living monument holds its place. The blue whale. Reaching up to about 100 feet in length and weighing more than 300,000 pounds, this giant moves like a drifting island across the vast sea. In such an immense space, that scale can seem like an untouchable shield, guarding the powerful heart that steadily sustains its entire body. Yet in a world this wide, even that advantage doesn't always hold. From below, the shadows of orcas begin to appear. They do not rush in. They keep their distance, watch closely, and slowly tighten into a flexible formation. Some hold the direction of movement, while others sweep in from both sides, constantly adjusting position to put pressure on the whale's swimming rhythm. Records from waters off Bremer Bay show that pursuits like this can last for more than an hour, with the intensity barely easing. The blue whale answers with powerful tail strikes, but the strength of a single animal struggles to break that coordinated ring. When one orca pulls back, another quickly takes its place. Under the pressure of the deep ocean, the balance gradually shifts toward strategy. Here, The one that controls the final rhythm is not always the largest, but the one that works with greater precision. In the frozen ocean, each drifting ice floe appears like a fragile island, where seals take advantage of rare moments of rest after long journeys through dark water. Rising only a few feet above the surface, they seem safely beyond the reach of danger. But just below, the rhythm of the water begins to change as intelligent dark shapes quietly move in. The orcas begin with the carefully calculated technique known as wave washing. The pod forms a horizontal line, swimming in parallel with perfect timing before diving in unison. The final tail strike sends up a wave nearly 5 feet high, driving a massive volume of water forward, shaking the icy platform, breaking its stability, and pushing the seal into the freezing sea, where a new order has already been set in place. This technique is not a sudden instinct, but an inherited skill passed down through generations. Young orcas spend years closely following the pod to learn how to control the water with precision. It is a long process of discipline and practice, proving that collective intelligence is the most valuable legacy behind their lasting power across generations. In the end, nature grants no crown to any species forever. Lions possess great strength, but survival always demands patience and strategy. Prey must remain alert, and other predators must know when to step back. With each encounter that concludes, the rhythm of the wild continues to unfold. If this journey resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to continue exploring.